Hi, everybody, and welcome back to the channel. I'm your host, like always, Capri, aka Cap. And in today's video, I wanted to address a lot of you black women specifically who may volunteer to take on the full responsibility to be stepmothers, even for some of you who may not actually be stepmothers. What I mean by that, who may not actually be married to a man yet, who may have kids from either previous relationship or marriage. But you may instead be just volunteering to take on a role to fill the empty void that the biological mothers of his children, either his child or children, then step up to the plate, so to speak, to take on. This is on behalf of you, and on also behalf of a lot of you women, a lot of you black women who take pride in being baby mother number 2, number 3, number 4, and so on and so on, not realizing how desperate and insecure you come across and how ridiculous you look when you do so. Because I have addressed men who have taken on the role or are currently taking on the role to become stepfathers, or may take on the role of at least providing for and taking care of another man's children or child. But I hardly ever address women who may take on the role of voluntarily being a stepmother, or voluntarily taking on the role to partake in taking on another woman's seed, you can also say. Without further ado, I'm going to roll some clips on why black women should not partake in taking on the role of being a stepmother. And both of these clips are on behalf and via Instagram. I started to say TikTok, but they are both on behalf of Instagram. So bear with me for a minute.
And I told him that I don't want nobody putting their hands on my daughter but me, because I'm the mother. So what makes you feel like you could do that?
Understood. First off, it was something mutual between me and the father because your daughter was being disrespectful.
Okay, this is my thing. My daughter's not disrespectful. And even if she was disrespectful, I told him to not let nobody, excuse me, but really not excuse me, to put their hands on my daughter.
Okay, at the end of the day, your daughter's not disrespectful to you because you're her mother, and I guess the ways that she's learning, you're teaching her. However,
baby,
what I'm trying to tell you,
it gotta be something that you said to her for her to even feel
that it ain't gonna be tolerated.
Okay, well, I'm gonna say this: we can't talk together. We stay together, but we can't talk together.
But what I'm telling you is valid, and I'm
okay. So why you let her put her hands on our daughter? Because what you mean what I'm doing here? I'm checking your wife because she feel like she got authority to put her hands on my daughter.
Let's stop it right there, because first off, she was being disrespectful.
How was she being disrespectful?
I gave her permission.
Why didn't why didn't you discipline her? I'm not talking to you right now. Why didn't you discipline her? Because you the damn daddy.
Because I wasn't here.
Okay, well, next time, call me or something. Because I don't condone that. You need to speak to me. I'm the one that birthed her because this is my daughter. He is. But look, if he's not here to discipline her, then you need a way. Because
you just could have called me about this.
You don't answer the phone. You don't answer the phone. And this is what I have to do to get through to y'all. If I got to pull up and act the fool to get through to y'all because y'all want to touch my child, this is what I'm going to do.
It's my child too.
Okay, but if you aren't there in the vicinity.
Come in my house and try to
and I told him that I don't want nobody putting their hands on my daughter.
I really can't date a man that got a baby mama is because I ain't never heard no woman say this before, but I feel like she should always come before me. I feel like anytime she call, I don't give a fuck what time it is. You need to answer. Anytime she need a ride somewhere, you need to go pick her up. Anytime she needs something to eat, you need to buy it because that's your baby mama. I feel like she should always come before me, and I can't have no bitch before me. So that's why I can't do it. I really can't date.
And I'm glad this sister stated that, because like I said earlier, you women don't realize how insecure you come across anytime you may choose to partake in being a stepmother, especially on behalf of my women, the very few of you who may not have kids already your very own, but yet and still either may volunteer to not have kids by another man, but at the same time may volunteer to take on the role of being a stepmother to his parents from either a previous relationship or a previous marriage. Then some of you make yourselves look even worse when you may choose to become pregnant by that guy, especially this guy has a reputation of having so many kids by so many other women. See, I look at it from this angle and perspective. Some of you are not just insecure, but some of you go for those types of guys. And let me exit out of Instagram and come back to StreamYard real quick. Some of you choose to go for guys like that, and you could be a woman who may have a kid or kids of your very own. Now, there's nothing really wrong. I don't see, in a sense, nothing wrong with a woman who may choose to take on being with a man who has a kid, or in some cases, kids from either previous relationship or previous relationships. And what I mean by previous relationships, by multiple women. Now, if you may be a woman who already has kids from either previous relationships or marriage, in some cases marriages, for some of you women who may have been divorced or are divorced or a victim of divorce from multiple marriages or multiple divorces, I kind of don't see anything wrong with that. Therefore, you and him could start a blended family. Once again, let me clarify and elaborate more. For instance, if a lady has a kid by a man, she may break up with that man to get with another man, only for the other man to have a kid by another woman or from a previous relationship. I see nothing wrong with that. Therefore, the two of you could start your very own blended family together. Now, in some instances, some blended families may work out just perfectly, but then again, in other instances, they don't always work out perfectly at the same time due to all the drama, either the baby mama drama or baby daddy drama that it comes with. And this also is one reason why the Bible talks about how you should wait till marriage before you have sex with someone. Because think about, if more people did things from both a traditional and a biblical standpoint, if they instead married, pretty much everybody in this world would marry before they were to have kids, how there will be hardly no stepmothers, no stepdads, no such thing as a baby mama or a baby daddy. Speaking of how us in the African American community take that as something to be proud of, as a quote unquote badge of honor, being either a baby daddy or a baby mama. And I swear to you, I will not quit stressing this, how I hate saying those two terms, because that just makes our race, that's continually keeping our race much more at the bottom of the totem pole, so to speak, as well. And making also at the same time makes other races continue to stereotype us of how dysfunctional we are and how our race and community's philosophy is so backwards. But that's just how we think, us as African Americans. It's like we glorify dysfunction and toxicity, but as far as being a person of good morals and good virtue, we look at that as something to be shamed upon or ridiculed about. Anyways, and before I end the video, or as I'm ending the video, make sure you smash that like button by showing me how much you may like this video. You comment on it, you share it. Last but not least, you subscribe to the channel. And until next time, you guys have a good one. By the way, happy Friday to you once again.